on the big issue.
Today, we examine one of the most controversial questions in Nigeria's political landscape. Should ex-governors be allowed to contest for Senate?
Assertive, no filters.
How do you have new leaders if the old one refused to leave power?
The reason is very, very simple. They have been saddled with leadership. They implement the laws that the Senate has already carried out.
Just real issues, real opinions.
How do you constitute an agency or a body to scrutinize another body if those who constitute that particular organization are former beneficiaries of the body that they are supposed to lead? And so,
that is just an emotional statement. Do we just want emotional people around going there to make the laws because we just want to make laws? We need people who have experience.
who is the best person to make a law if not the person most affected by the law? I, as the person who's directly affected by a law, I am in the best position to contribute when it comes to how that law is being implemented. So why can I not? As opposed to...
And the debates that matter.
How are you going to make those laws?
By being allowed a chance to be in the Senate. That's how. You keep talking about going through political parties. Try to be class captain when your competitor is the child of the principal. You know how these things work.
We can compete against the child of the principal.
Here, the truth is tested.
Lagos is considered one of the most viable states in the country. No former Lagos governor has been at the Senate, but Lagos is doing good. So
because the people didn't put them to run for the Senate.
They did not contest.
The people,
they did not try to run. They were governors and they went to rest.
Be there, be informed. Be part of the conversation. Don't miss the big issue this Sunday at 6 p.m.
You guys, this was the gist about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me
entertainment. Just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars. Now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment. On DSTV channel 164 TVC Entertainment.
Thank God it's Friday on Your View. Welcome to the show. I am Obi Ajilo Olabisi Ubu, and as usual, I have the wonderful ladies of Your View. TMO Speaks, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I didn't get the memo of green because it's like green around, but I wanted to serve you chocolate and caramel,
and you're serving
brown vibes. Real estate. That's my business. I don't have any other option. So yesterday I now posted on social media, like, at what age, you know, do you think people should buy real estate? And the answer surprised me. Somebody was like, just ensure you buy before 35. And just ensure you buy before 40. And somebody was like, you shouldn't buy anything before 18. Like, you don't really know what you're doing. But my goal was to stimulate the conversation. Let people start asking themselves so that 20-something doesn't feel, I have time.
To wait.
Yes. And while if you had bought it, because I made that mistake, I had the money to buy in my 20s and I didn't buy because I just felt it's bush. But the bush that I didn't buy has become a city, and you know I'm opening people's eyes to being aware, because that money will flow through you and you will not have anything to show for the earnings that you have now. So let's tie your money into wise investment.
Well done. Moyo, far away, amen.
Yes.
How you doing?
You call it very, very well. Right?
She doesn't want wahala.
So she doesn't beat me up today. Me and Moyo, I missed you. How you doing,
I missed
darling?
you too, sweetheart. I'm fine. So today we are celebrating International Day of
stopping drugs.
Oh, wow.
So people, you know, say no to drugs, illegal trafficking, and all that. Then, of course, tomorrow I'm looking forward to hanging out with my girls.
Yes, we're looking forward to hanging out
with my girls. You know, we would rather have fun.
What is going on?
What is going on?
I said hanging out with my girls.
But it's so lovely.
Thank you so much.
Ycee is a veteran. Ycee was in PG English, so she's in the campus.
Come back home.
Home to win.
How you doing?
Ramatu Shehu Oyibo. How are you?
Mubarak. So this morning I woke up and I was just missing my son. I just called him in school. You know, he's a brother. Called him. I said, "How are you?" He was fine. I said, "I hope you are you missing me too?" He said, "Yes." Of course. When I heard his voice, I became more, you know, I was happy.
I couldn't cope after one term. My son is back home now. He's a day student.
Are you serious?
See them.
He's better.
You know, funny enough, I was thinking I would not be that kind of mother that will be missing her children so much. Oh, do I miss this kid? Because we're now friends. We gist, we talk. They give me their Gen Z slangs. You know, they cook for me. They massage my leg. So I'm now benefiting the fruits of being a mother. Already, they steal my things, wear my clothes. So I miss them. You know,
same.
It used to be their father, missing them all the time before. But now I've joined. I'm like,
it's a different version.
Yes, I'm now missing my kids.
I love your journey.
As they grow older.
Younger Lagos.
I had a feeling like it was Younger Lagos.
Younger Lagos to the rescue. But I've been fighting with my publisher. And my third book now. I've been dragging. I have not published it. And people are already joining the wait list. I'm just telling them to hold on and hold on and hold on. But we have to go on a short break now. Yes, so time has gone. And before we do that, let us recognize our audience! Much for joining us this beautiful Friday. We're looking forward to having a very wonderful, full and impactful show. When we come back, we'll do the papers. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline, CBN orders freeze of accounts linked terrorism financing. 6 individuals, 4 firms identified. Banks to comply with immediate effect. Here we have State Assemblies ready to OK State Police Bill. Another story, pressure on marketers to cut petrol pump price. Tinubu reassures on Orire as Oyo extends curfew. And finally, 8 die, 27 injured in Lagos building collapse, and death sentence for 2 kidnappers. What stories do we have in The Nation?
Okay, on state police bail,
okay,
long overdue, they said the speakers of the 36 houses of assembly have pledged to endorse the constitution alteration bill to that effect from the National Assembly. They said they applauded the passage of the bill and described it as a significant step in the ongoing constitution review. The chairman of the Conference of Speakers and Speaker of the Delta State of Assembly, that's Dennis Go, said the move marked an important milestone in the national discourse on policing, security, and true federalism. Also applauding the action of the Senate, United States Congressman, that's Riley Moore, hailed the president and the Senate for the proposed amendment for the decentralization of the police. So this development has been ongoing, and thank God
they're having the conversation.
Yeah, they're having the conversation, and very soon, I'm very sure they
need to hurry up.
Honestly,
we need it to be in full effect very fast. Okay, so I took the major headline. CBN orders freeze of accounts linked to terrorism financing. So they said the Central Bank of Nigeria, that's the CBN, yesterday directed banks, payment service banks, and other financial institutions to identify and immediately freeze assets held by terrorism financing suspects. The banks are to act without prior notice, ensuring that all funds, assets, and other economic resources belonging to owned, held or controlled directly or indirectly by the suspects are frozen. The move followed measures imposed by the Nigerian Sanctions Committee, that's banks to ensure that no funds, financial services, or economic resources are made available directly or indirectly to or for the benefit of the designated persons or entities. I wish that these people they have identified will be named and shamed. Publicly. Let us know the people that are financing terrorism. Don't stop hiding them. That's why a lot of them are getting into the business. Yes, just expose everything so that people, even on their streets, they will avoid them.
So that their children too can get embarrassed.
Yes, will carry the shame too.
Let me take it still within the security space, but this is from Edo State. Our Omonoba Edo because I have to go back home to my in-laws.
Yes, so go ahead.
The Oba Benin had a meeting with the youth leaders, and he told them to create a committee, like a 10-member advisory committee, and the goal is to ensure that they protect the Benin Kingdom, protect the seven local government areas through a network of grassroots community security operatives, that they would serve as a watch system, securing the homeland from banditry. He said that the Benin people are not afraid to take ownership of their security system from non-state actors. So anyone behind insecurity, non-state actors within Edo State will be dealt with. And the Oba has instituted this committee. And I love that, because we have said we need to get local stakeholders, the Obas involved. So while the police is doing, they are doing on the security level, the Obas are saying, we have on every street level, we know the boys, and we have a chain of command where information is going from hand to hand. So if a non-indigene and someone that is not familiar to our area is coming up and buying food stuff, we know who you are, and we're going to deal with you. And we need to see more of this all around every community.
Okay, well done.
All right. Here, Tinubu vows safe return of adopted Oyo teachers and pupils. The president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yesterday has reassured residents of Oyo State that the school children and teachers adopted associated criminalities across the nation. And he's saying that the traditional rulers too, they also play a big role in this regards, and he's begging everybody to, as much as possible, provide governments with any lead or link in any terrorism.
Okay, that's happening. All right, then we'll take a short break now. When we come back, the paper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Entertainment just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars, now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment.
TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV, channel 164.
TV Entertainment. Something for everyone.
Entertainment. Just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars. Now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV channel 164. TVC Entertainment. Something for everyone.
Omo, you guys. This was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP. But me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now. And they just dropped the update.
Are you for
No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh. And that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week. And Omo, they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always next.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. What you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences
could be a disagreement.
Two voices.
Well done. The clapping is actually energizing me.
Love it.
Moving on now to the Punch. Major headline: 36 speakers back state police, final test begins. Speakers vow to prioritize state police bill as assemblies brace for debate. A new state police broadens. Police council admits MBA, NLC, rights panel and others. Alea comments National Assembly over passage of state police bill as Kano Assembly meets governor. Here we have Dangote Refinery eyes $2 billion in historic listing, according to reports. CBN orders banks to freeze 6 terror suspects' accounts. I had taken that story. A Lagos building collapse, death toll hits 8 and 26 rescued. Here, Tinubu vows safe return of abducted Oyo teachers' pupils, and 188 die, 1,500 injured in Venezuela earthquake disaster. What do we have in the Punch?
Okay, I have the story on the building that just collapsed recently. They said no fewer than 8 persons, including an infant girl, have been confirmed dead following the collapse of a 3-story shopping complex in the Alakija area of Lagos Badagry Expressway on Thursday. So far, the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency disclosed that 26 other victims were rescued from the rubble as emergency responders continued search and rescue operations at the scene. They said the permanent secretary of LASEMA, that's Dr. Olufemi Oke, disclosed this in an update on the incidents on Thursday. They said a multi-agency rescue operation is ongoing, with responders working systematically to search for and extricate anyone trapped beneath the rubble. The pictures, so many terrible pictures around, flying the internet. In fact, I saw one that a guy carried, they packed like 2 of them in a wheelbarrow to the. It's just not nice at all. It's just not nice.
It's all good.
I'll keep hearing of video collapse. Here we have We killed ex-OGTV broadcaster Ycee to teach her a lesson, says ex-guard. So the story here is that Olajuwon Phillips, a 22-year-old principal suspect, the mother of Madam Olakiton Ycee and her security guard Pelumi Aditayo, he gave reasons why him and his accomplice killed the former staff member of Ogun State Television, OGTV for short. Philip was a former security guard working for her before his dismissal, and he recruited 2 others to join him to come and commit this heinous crime, to teach her a lesson. He said based on fact that of poor remuneration while he was in her service, that his pay wasn't enough. So based on that, he decided that, yes, she was evil and he has to kill her. So Commissioner of Police, Ogun State Police Command.
This actually a hot topic.
Happened,
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking about. Any other story?
Yes, in commemorating the the campaign against drugs, the Kwara University, Lens Polytechnic in Kwara State, they launched a week-long awareness campaign about indecency, sex for grade, cybercrime, and examination malpractices over the long week. But the specific promotion that made it into the papers was concerning drugs and cultism. And I think that I remember in school we had these campaigns and it works. So we need to have more of it. According to the institution's PR unit, they made it known that the campaign was conceived and executed by the students under the supervision of a lecturer. And it was to ensure that there were practical application, communication, and advocacy of skills to drive behavioral change. I heard of a university in Ghana that they don't have invigilators during their exams because they have created a culture where every student is looking out for the other. So there's no need to have invigilators. It is possible. And so I would love for us to have schools start creating a culture that when they hear this is this school, you know, they will be decent, they won't be into drugs or cultism, and I'm happy that the school is implementing it.
Okay, moving on now to Daily Sun. Major headline: State Police Bill, pressure shifts to state legislators. IPOB raises Kano's conviction at U.S. Civil Society Forum. A CBN initiates crackdown on terrorism suspects. Telcos under pressure as consumer anger grows over rapid data depletion drop calls. Oba of Benin constitutes traditional security network to tackle banditry in Edo. NECO releases 2026 BC results. That sounded like my name. 8 died, 26 rescued in Lagos building collapse. What do we have in the Daily Sun?
Here I have police health drive will reduce personnel deaths, Kwara Command. So the Kwara State Police Command has commenced a new health intervention aimed at reducing cases of sudden collapse and death among police personnel following the official flag-off of the Know Your Number campaign in Ilorin. The development was disclosed in a statement that by the police public relation officer of the command, Adetoun Ejire Adeyemi, a copy of which was made available to the newspaper. The initiative introduced under the medical welfare program of the Nigerian Police Force is designed to promote routine health awareness, early detection of illnesses, and improve medical monitoring among officers and men of the force. The campaign was formally launched by the Director of Force Medical Services, Ycee Former, who said the program targets preventable conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and prostate cancer, which often goes undetected until they become life-threatening. That's a good one.
Any other story?
Okay, so I have the story from Becker.
Yeah.
Yes, to our children. The National Becker has released the result of the 2026 basic Becker with a total of 186,291 candidates participating in the exercise across Nigeria and 5 foreign countries. They said a lot of them sat for 12 subjects during the exercise, which was conducted between 28 April and 30th, 2026. They said the council said the results were approved and have been released. They have not even said anything whether they passed very well or did not pass.
When you collect your results, we know.
Because you know our sons have
exams. So when they get their results,
exactly.
Sharp.
I'm telling you.
Just
so
last week,
there's a receipt on. They said some of them are going to receipt for maths and English studies because they didn't really do well.
The result I was saying with maths, I know that we need to sit on that math.
And they said the council noted that the exercise provided affected candidates with an opportunity to remedy the deficiencies and obtain the certification required for admission and placement into SS1 without the need to repeat an academic year.
Please do call this thing Beke. It's not K. That is there. It's C. It's BC, please. Let's move on.
No, you want to move on? Let me quickly take the story of Anambra State. Soludo, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has they've handed over the first phase to the contractors. They want to regenerate the Onitsha main market. Everybody that knows that area knows that the Onitsha main market is like a fixture. It should look the level of commerce that comes out of that place.
It's the biggest market in West Africa.
Yeah, so they are doing a phase-by-phase regeneration. Wow. So the first phase now has been handed by the commissioner for housing in Anambra State has handed over that first phase to the contractor to start work. And I pray that they are consistent with it and they build something truly worthy of the size and volume of money that is being made, commercial activity they make from that furniture market. Because currently it's the same that has been there since
forever. Final paper for today, Vanguard. Major headline, our worries on state police by parties, other stakeholders. Federal government to review 70,000 minimum wage, according to Gbajabi Amila. Marketers retain high petrol prices as crude oil crashes to pre-war level. Nigeria witnessed monumental development with correct tax system. This is according to Oyedele. Here we have xenophobia. Federal government repatriates 66 more Nigerians from South Africa. Terror financing. Federal government moves to charge U.S.-sanctioned BDC operator. CBN freezes accounts of Adamu, Siroma, and 4 persons and 1 BDC. Venezuela twin quakes kill at least 164 with many trapped under rubble. And finally, Lagos small collapse. Baby girl, 8 others feared dead, 26 rescued. What do we have in the Vanguard?
Okay, so the federal government is on minimum wage, actually. So the federal government has signaled plans to review the national minimum wage, stating that the current 70,000 benchmark no longer reflects prevailing economic realities.
True.
The Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, disclosed this on Thursday during the Good Governance Summit organized by Working People United in Abuja. He said the administration recognizes that the cost of living continues to rise and that workers deserve wages that keep pace with the economic conditions. He said, and I quote, "I can confirm to you that when the time comes to begin the process of reviewing the national minimum wage, this administration will approach that endeavor not as an adversary of labor, but as a partner." So he urged that organized labor to sustain dialogue with government, stressing that cooperation rather than confrontation will deliver better outcomes for workers and the economy.
Okay.
In fact, they should do it sharp.
Any other stories in the Vanguard?
Yes, I saw a story I found interesting, but it wasn't in the Vanguard. It was about Lagos State, that the governor, our current governor, is targeting that they would have completed 2,000 housing units before the end of his administration, which is less than a year from now. The Commissioner for Housing, Moruf Akinderu Fatai, gave this assurance in an inspection tour of ongoing projects across the state, expressed satisfaction with the level of progress recorded, while urging contractors to accelerate work to meet the delivery timeline. Then he was there with the Permanent Secretary for the Ministry, technical team to inspect the project. He explained that there's a PPP arrangement designed to expand access to affordable housing. I know that we might disagree on what the cost of the affordable housing, but 2,000 new units, if given to first-time house owners, will make a huge difference in
and they should also make
but right now, most of the houses when they build it, it is people that have 3-4 houses that
still buy. But if there's a way they can do the mortgage thing and enforce it, make sure that people who are working are able to pay from their salaries. That's how they do it everywhere. Oh, Moyo, I'm so sorry. We have to go. Unfortunately, time has gone. Thank you so much, ladies. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. When we come back, we'll move on to the topics for today. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences
could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
and the other glues it with fire. Two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Entertainment. Just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars. Now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV channel 164. TVC Entertainment. Something for everyone.
Entertainment just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars, now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment.
TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV channel 164.
TV Entertainment. Something for everyone.
Entertainment. Just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars. Now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV channel 164. TVC Entertainment. Something for everyone.
You guys, this was just about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TV Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
Oh, no cap.
Thanks for staying with us. One of life's greatest tragedies is not being betrayed by a stranger, but by the very hands you once lifted, trusted, and gave an opportunity to succeed. That quote resonates painfully today as Nigerians grapple with the alleged murder of retired journalist and broadcaster Olakiton Oyeshiku, a former Ogun State television staff member and her security guard. According to the police, the prime suspect, who had previously worked as a security guard in her home, confessed that he planned the attack to teach her a lesson over grievances from his time in her employment. But beyond this tragedy lies a deeper question. When did resentment become a justification for violence? Every day, people lose jobs, feel offended, or experience conflict with employers, yet most seek lawful redress or simply move on. So what drives someone to allegedly believe that taking a life is the answer? Has our society become so emotionally fragile that disappointment now breeds vengeance? Are we witnessing an erosion of values, gratitude, and respect for human life? And what lessons should employers, families, and society draw from this tragedy? You, our viewers, can also join the conversation and call us on 02016 352013 or 09024163440. You can join us live on DSTV channel 164 or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTVC. This is a painful topic.
He said the heart of man is...
The heart of man is desperately wicked.
That is what this story buttresses, the heart of man being wicked. It's so sad. The truth is you can't see the heart of man. You only see the face, and in most cases, all the faces might be smiling at you. You can't know who is harboring evil towards you. And I strongly commiserate with the family of this woman because there's no justification for taking law into your hands, even if you feel like there's an unresolved issue or she's hurt you in the past. It doesn't mean that you should take her life. a wicked person is a wicked person, an evil person is an evil person, and this security man is definitely evil, wicked in all ramification. But I know that there's a challenge of envy in many of the people that do menial jobs around. And when you find someone who is serving that is not an envy, that doesn't carry the spirit of envy,
hold them well.
You need to hold them and treat them well, because your security man, your driver, your maid, housekeepers, these people know almost everything about your life. They are with you, they are with your children, they know you're going in, you're coming out. I will say be kind, because it is given that you should be kind, but you must be observant. You must open your eyes, you must have perception. You must be able to read between the lines. I didn't used to talk like this. If you take it back the past 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I'll just tell you, be kind, be nice, goodness will bring goodness to you. It's a lie. I have seen good people that evil is done to them.
Yes.
People that did not deserve it in any way were kind, were good, and evil because they were blind. They were just trusting the way I was always gullibly trusting everybody. BC has opened my eyes.
Jesus.
Bullets. It's not bullets. I'm grateful because I'm now trying to see that if you show me who you are, it is who you are. Let me not be thinking that it's not really who you are. You're a good person. It's just you just did something evil. No. Because if in most cases people that do this, they would have shown you some inkling. Nobody wakes up as an adult and now kills another human being without already killing things or doing other things around you that will make you know they can kill you. And then you now think, they won't kill me. They can only kill other people, or they can only hurt other people. They can, if he can kill somebody else, he can kill you. And now this woman is a victim of whatever seed she overlooked when it was still a seed, that it has grown to this point. Please let us open our eyes. And once again, honestly, it's just very heartbreaking the way this story panned out. I wish that she had gotten some inkling and maybe dealt with the situation better, but here we are. Let's be careful, let's be mindful, and let's purge out anybody with an envious spirit around us.
This is sad. An evil person is an evil person. It's just, unfortunate that she ended up, being the one that paid the ultimate price. And I always say, as much as possible, we should pray for the spirit of discernment.
Yes, sir.
Because if a lot of people will come in and pretend, but I know that life usually, like you said earlier on, usually show signs. And I'll give an example. I remember when I started newly in marriage and I had a house assistant that was a male. People were like, oh, a male is better than female and one thing. And I went in and, I just put to bed, not long ago like that. Then I started noticing some things. He was always stubborn about helping out. And despite the fact that was his job, if I say, oh, please go and help me clear up, he will look at me with bony face. Then there's a day I saw him with knife. He was sharpening two knife. And I said, why are you doing this? And he said, that they used to kill cow in their place and everything. I was like, I said, and after my husband, I went to the room. I had that scene. I went to the room and I told my husband that, because my husband leaves very early at that period because of traffic, like 5 o'clock. So I'll be in the house with him before I go to work. I told my husband, I said, this person will kill me and kill your baby before. Do you understand? So he even stole from my mom before we eventually let him go. So there are times, just imagine that I've seen that revelation and I was still like, maybe adamant or stubborn. And I was just like, nah, nothing can happen. He is like a 20-something years old. He cannot do anything like that, even all that. So sometimes we see the signs and it's just like even relationship. You see the red flag, but we decide to go in. You see the same thing. But as much as possible, I can't also really blame her because she has seen it and she has ended the contract she has with him because he's an ex-staff. He's no more in her employment. So she had let him go. She has gotten someone else that was a security guard because they killed that security guard and also killed her. So if we understand the story, she also ended up letting him go, but the evil in him, that just shows that some people are thirsty for blood because they are demonic in themselves and they can never know anything good. Their own is just blood. So for him to come back, to come and seek revenge and just use that as an excuse, I just feel he's using that as an excuse. It's possible that it's even maybe money ritual that they want to even do. It's even possible. There's nothing impossible. Because why would you have, okay, if the money is not enough for you, then move to another better job. We are always seeking greener pasture. Every human being. You might be in a place where it's not okay for you. Then you look for a better place, not to end the life of someone. The guy is just evil, and I feel that there's even an ulterior motive. How do you know he has not even taken blood or taken hair or taken something from her parts? Because he didn't even need to kill this other security guard. If he's saying he's seeking to kill her, why did he kill the security guard?
So maybe the security guard saw him.
But you could have tied him. You could have tied him up.
Evil man is evil man.
Evil man is he wanted to kill.
Wow. So for me, the woman the person she employed to protect her at the end of the day is the one that came and killed her and all of that. So the truth is that what I've noticed a pattern when we employ people. At some point, I feel somehow we need to, all these are domestic stuff. I think once in a while we should just sit them down and ask them, where am I going wrong? What do you think I should improve on? You know, those are things that we don't really do because they themselves
getting feedback.
You know, because sometimes I feel they are going through stuff and then, you know, they'll carry it out on you innocently. Without you won't even know. You just feel like you are discharging your duties. And then there are some domestic stuff that, for me, I just stay away from them. Most especially if they are men. You see that security, because they're a man, I always allow my husband to deal with them. Because ordinarily, a man, once you work with, we work with men in our offices and all of that, you can see that ego, that pride. How can I be answering a woman? You know, that kind of a thing is there. Yes. Why will I be? So once a woman starts delegating authority, you know, start telling you do this, do that, do this, some men find it offensive. So because of that, I always try and make sure, if I know that I have a guy that is working with me and I see that he has all those ego and all of those pride things, I just divert him. I just tell my husband, please handle him. This is what he has done. This is what he has done. This is what he has done. So less communication with those kind of people, security guards and all of that. Yes, less to avoid things like this. But of course,
so
just
if
like you guys
has to go on a long trip and you are alone with him, Uncle,
how will you handle
it? He will, whatever it is that I have, I will communicate to him. He will tell him. Less communication, less. In fact, I have to keep my distance from him because, like I said, I've had so many, you know, instances where, you know, you are dealing with a man and the way they will come and when you just come and say something, they'll be like, no, you're not supposed to talk to me like this.
That ego. I've heard stories like that too.
So for men and women, I think there should be a bit of...
Ramatu, this one is 22-year-old. He's young.
He's young.
Which men in don't become in the first place? Abi, in the becoming of men, who is he? What has he done? What has he? He's 22. His mates are either just finishing from the university if he was educated and getting a job where they will go to the office. They will answer sir to people. So what has he become? He's 22, and not only did he plan it himself. That's one. He recruited two other people. So what sort of friendships has he been keeping? What sort of conversations have they been having? Who aggrieved them to the point that they will come together to kill somebody who employed their friend? And then when he finished that, he went to continue he became a laborer with somebody else. After killing the woman and killing the security, he went and became a laborer somewhere else. So if that other person offends him tomorrow, he will set up again and kill. So
he's a murderer, just needs to be locked up.
Yeah. He's hungry for blood.
The question I want to ask is, this conversation is very deep and very, like, I feel aggrieved in my spirit that we have gotten to a point in our culture where young men, you know, you hear certain ages like he's 40, he's 50, they are doing this kind of thing.
He has lived
he has suffered
to justify the evil that came out of him.
Yes, but now
you realize that the evil was always there.
Thank you. You're just in fact, let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll find a way to continue this conversation. It's really, really upsetting. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
You guys, this was the gist about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me I don't know sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, it's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new tvcentertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for
real? No cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express. Premium gist on cruise mode. Always first. Always maintain.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jens is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen, and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing the gruesome death of a former employer of a security man. The security man had killed her, killed the security, and then went to continue a job somewhere else as a laborer. And we've talked about how we must see the signs when you're living with people who are working with you. We can always spot envy. We need to be observant. Some of these signs, we see them, but for the magnanimity of our heart to say, this person is a good person. No, this person is not capable of doing something like that. And I would like to ask, Ramato had said, have a conversation with them from time to time. Call them, ask them questions like, am I doing anything that you don't like? How can I better do this and do that? That is on one side. But how do we employ people in this era, in these times where, it's not just about, I'm looking for someone to come and work for me. Moyo, do you know somebody? Call the village, call this person. How do we employ people well now so that there's a trace? If anything happens, somebody can call somebody and say, this has happened. This is the person we're going to hold accountable. We know the family. There's a guarantor. How do we follow the proper way in order to preserve our lives even when we're working? Because you cannot see evil from somebody's forehead, right? How do we preserve ourselves even while we're employing our housekeepers and, our domestic staff?
So before I answer your question, I just want to give a little bit of reservation about what Ramatu said earlier on. I don't think I would feel comfortable if I have a security guard that I cannot talk to. I understand what she's saying, but for her to say it's only her husband, that kind of something, I'm a bit worried and scared because there's a lot of insecurity. What about, God forbid, tomorrow if he plans kidnapping or plans something or something? Do you understand? So if you are not okay with a staff of yours, I don't think you should have that person continuously in your employment. Do you understand? I think there should be a deeper relationship between you and them. That's just my point on it. Then I'm saying, then on your question, I doubt in our country, Nigeria, I doubt we can ever really reach there.
Why?
Because, number one, we underpay. Our government too is even underpaying. It's not a minimum wage that is 70K. So we even say, okay, now he's saying he's not even collecting enough money. When even graduate is collecting 70,000 as minimum wage, how much then do you think a driver is collecting that doesn't even have BSc? maybe probably 30K or less. So that's even an issue. I'm just saying, I don't know, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to imagine it. So we normally now, I'm saying we, as all of us as guilty, we don't actually go to recruit, because there are recruitment agencies that do this, that they investigate, they go through the works, you understand, they do the healthcare, they do everything, the background, the guarantor and everything like that. But majority of us will probably not want to pay the amount the company is asking for, the recruitment firm is asking for. Because
we don't have the money.
Exactly what I'm saying. And that's why I said I doubt we will ever get there. Because even you on your own, how much are you even collecting? Let's forget the fact that, okay, we have private enterprise and everything. Now, let me say I'm a government official and I'm collecting maybe 100,000 a salary that is not even enough for me.
You will need a security guard on that level.
They don't really, the minimum wage is not, even the lowest level does not really earn that minimum wage. It's just the worst case scenario for everybody.
Then you will still,
a bit higher.
You still have a bit of, you know, your own personal bills that you pay, children bills. So at the end of the day, you now need a maid. How much would you not possibly pay that maid from that?
You should not have a maid in that.
So how do you now want to do it? How do you want to do it? Sometimes some people can't survive on their own. Let's be real. Maybe we can be blessed that we have maybe families around and all that, but I know some people that they don't have that privilege of having a mother around or a sibling around that can help them. So how do you want them to cope? Are they going to back their children to the office, or what do you want them to do? There's no how.
Does that justify wickedness?
No, that doesn't justify. What I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, if we cannot go to an establishment that is already laid down to do all this investigation, do the process, how can we as a normal person now do it? Except I said, BC, I beg, you get extra driver. What if you recommend, give me.
Am I selling drivers? We have Dr. Fumi from Oshogbo. Good morning, Dr. Fumi.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from...
Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, my own opinion. One is the lesson now. It's so painful that these journalists
no fault.
But the lesson now is that
we can't hear.
We're struggling. We're struggling to hear you. You were going to say something.
Yes. Okay, to answer your question, of course, there are ways we can do this. Having a guarantor, they even do police check. You know, they do like a security check for the person you want to employ. If, like I said, the heart of man is evil, which is in the Bible, but we also can't tell an evil person through their face. So in most cases, it is revealed over time. I think the best way to prevent this kind of thing from happening is to be so aware that when it reveals itself in its little form, you will quickly nip it in its bud. But aside from that, when you have guarantors, there are people the guarantors that are currently serving jail term because the person that used the guarantor, the guaranteed had absconded and they held the person that you know where this person is, bring the person out. Many of us at a point in time, my mom was guarantoring for everybody until I had to tell her that, no, don't be doing that. I want to help her. You should get work. And, you know, if he does something bad there, they will hold you. And it's not like he's that loyal to you in the first place. So we also live in that kind of environment where you can have somebody put guarantor, put everything, and it's a shallow relationship that the person has. What I feel, aside from doing all of these things, is if you are a person that you are envious of somebody's money and somebody's goodness and somebody's goodwill, you most likely do evil. Because you are working for someone, they want to live the life of that person, but you don't know the person's story. You did not go to school, or you just finished secondary school, you dropped out of secondary school, you're now being employed by someone that is working, and you're like looking at the person and saying, I'm driving the person around, the person is traveling, and the person is eating
not pay me
this
more
food.
than this.
They are eating the food, they're not giving me the food. And all of that, and you are now beginning to resent the person that is giving you entitlement. You are no longer grateful for the salary you get the opportunity to earn, and you're not looking at that person's income and be saying, that for me is the evil. My mom was saying something, I was having a conversation on the phone.
Before this conversation with your mom, let's take Olawale. I'll come back to you. Olawale from Ikpaja. Good morning, Olawale.
Good morning, Ma. God bless you.
God bless you too.
In fact, I appreciate you all for this point you're bringing up. May the Lord bless you all.
Amen.
Let me come in this way. Let me start from where you said 22 will still be at school. But somebody that doesn't go to school, when they are growing up, they become older than their age and their reaction, their ways of life. That's one point. Then again, let me come this way. Yes, they are made. They are security staff and everything. Can we check ourselves likewise? How do we handle all our stewards? Sometimes we push them to the wall by our action, reaction that we are doing. And we let go as if there's nothing. Even let's take it to our children, our own blood children. There are sometimes we put them hard in the way of our action, reaction. So not to talk of somebody who is not our own children. Sometimes, because I've seen some people, the way they handle their mate, in fact, when you see it, you yourself, you won't like. So let us reason and check ourselves likewise, because sometimes we push our other people to do it. But in my family, I've seen it, and which I have to correct. Some of the people that come, the way you are treating this person, you are pushing him to be more a security risk to you. So please, that's just my whole contribution. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Olawale. You're giving your mother...
Yes, I was going to... But you know what Olawale said? Even if you are evil to someone, they should carry their bag and go. You can leave the place. You don't need to you don't need to say, my boss was evil to me, so I'm going to give them back. That's spiritual. If you are someone that you resort to revenge, you are plotting revenge, you are plotting now, that's evil coming out of you. You need to exit an environment that is turning you into evil, or because every human being, there's a good and bad in them. So there's some environment that you stay in that brings out the good, and some brings out the bad. If you're in an environment that is bringing out the bad in you, leave the environment, because you will end up doing something you regret. Or like this guy that will spend his entire life in prison, because I'm sure he'll be sentenced to life, he'll be sentenced to death, and they will not kill him. He will end up being there for life. So let's not even give room for evil. Two wrongs don't make it right. If somebody does evil to you, doesn't mean that you should now end up doing evil to them. But back to my story, my mom was like, how can you be talking about your business transaction in front of your driver and your maid? And I'm like, Mommy, there's no business transaction that is more than my children. And this person is with my children. I say, so if you don't trust my phone call conversation that I'm having in front of the person, then let me just send this person away.
Because you're driving.
Because right now, this person knows the children's school, even though he doesn't have the right to pick up the kids from school. The maid stays at home with the children when I go out. So there is already risk. And if you know that there's a risk, those that lock their door, I laugh at them. You cannot live in a house. You're locking your door. You are protecting gold and money, but you left your children. Oh, serious.
Let's hear what the audience has to say about this particular issue. We have a couple of Gen Zs in the building today. Why have you people decided to be behaving this way? Okay, let's hear Mr. Daniel first.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Please, before I make my comment, I want to appreciate the ladies of your view.
Oh, thank you.
Who appreciated me last week Friday on my birthday.
Your birthday, yes.
Remember.
Happy birthday. God bless you too.
And my comment is that I want to support what TMO said. You know, nowadays, some people's outward appearance can be very deceptive. Very, very. Because they will smile at you, laugh with you, play with you. But you don't know what is inside their heart. Their heart is dirty and evil. So, me, I prefer God exposing who you are to me than you pretending. Because it's also important. Then, number two, we have to be very careful with the people we employ. Because you don't know them. You don't know them. And number three, all we need to do is to pray. Let God expose them. That's just it.
Okay.
So that's a prayer point.
Because they don't get enough pay, they can do anything. Because their heart is evil and desperate. So we should be very careful. That's all.
They don't get enough pay. But we that we are not getting enough pay, how many people have we killed?
Exactly. Well,
so what's going on in society? You don't get enough pay. I'm not getting enough pay myself. So how many people have I killed because I'm not getting enough pay?
Who is getting enough pay? There's nobody you talk to that is
looking for more money. Sorry, another thing.
That go to still find money.
Death should not be a reward for anything.
Thank you.
Number one, you did not create a life.
Yeah, you cannot take a life. Thank you so much, Mr. Dan. Amazing. We have someone else, yes. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Please tell us your name.
My name is Ycee.
Ycee.
So in the society today, there will always be lower class, there will always be higher class.
Okay.
So whatever class you fall under, you should just learn that this is how I'm destined to be. I'm not saying...
For now. Yes, I like that.
This is how you are. It's someone that doesn't go to school, someone that doesn't go to school, doesn't have the tertiary education, can't expect to be earning the same amount with someone that had the tertiary education. So once you've lost it from the early age, like you didn't go to school, you should just learn to live with it, not you resulting to violence. Because that envy, I'm not saying it's normal to be jealous, but it depends on how you react to it. It depends on how you act.
That's wise. It's normal to be jealous, but how you react to it
makes it envy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Fiery Dokas. So I just want to add to what Elijah said. So when you employ your employees, there are some times that you should call them together to get feedback. Ask them, do you really enjoy this work? Are you happy working with me? Or you're already thinking otherwise? If you want to leave, it's fine. Just have a conversation with them. And adding to what TMO said, a wicked person is a wicked person. If you find yourself already feeling envious of somebody, as much as people will say, okay, being jealous is normal, if it's getting too much, you just have to caution yourself, admit it, and just leave that environment that is bringing out that bad person in you.
Thank you so much. Before I leave you, I want to ask one question, and then I come to Ramatu to also help us with the answer. What sort of punishment do you think we should give to somebody who takes a life in Nigeria? Because a crime is a crime. Whether they were wicked to you or they were not, whether they were nice to you or they were not, whether they paid you small or they paid you big, you took a life and you are under the Constitution of Nigeria. So what sort of punishment? And let's be very mild with our words because we're on live TV. Let's not hear a lot of I know where your minds are going to. Who is ready to respond?
I am.
Okay, go ahead.
Good
please.
morning. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Wanko Esther. Okay, so even the Bible said, he who kills by sword must die by sword. So I see no reason why you should give a lesser punishment to someone that actually took a life. Because first of all, you did not create a life. So for you to take it, yourself go through that same punishment you made someone to go through. So not even life imprisonment, just kill the person.
Wait, on a live. Use the word on a live on live television. Can we have one more before we come back to the ladies? Any other response?
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for this great opportunity. My name is Comfort Abraham. And what I have to say is the punishment that should be given to the criminal is life imprisonment, so that it would serve as a lesson to everybody out there. Section 33 of the Constitution is on right to life. And if you see this is not a self-defense at all. Whatever action the boss has taken was not any form of evil. So this is not a self-defense, and he can't even claim for that.
It's a crime.
Conclusion, yeah, it's a crime. So in conclusion, you should get his punishment, and you should not escape from this. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Ramatusha, who are evil?
Nice one. So I think for people who occupy this kind of positions, we already know the kind of people that go to seek for this kind of jobs. You know, we already know that they are at a certain level. So I always think that before you employ people into such positions, you should go through an agency who have done thorough checks on these people before you put them in your home. What most of us do is you just get somebody. Do you have somebody who is who can do security work, and they just bring with little knowledge, and they just for some jobs, let's just make sure that we we go to the right place and get the right people who have the right information about these people. They'll have done background check, they'll have checked everything. And then because the way we look down on some jobs in Nigeria here, like security person, there's a way we look down on them. So they themselves, their self-esteem is already low because of their position and everything. And you see with that guy, he's young. at 22, he's doing security job. If you sit down and you find out what is wrong with him, I'm not justifying that what he did was right, but you sit down and discuss with him, you realize that there are so many things that, you know, nobody will just wake up and say, I want to be a security person.
Something has
so there's something,
gone wrong.
yes, something has happened along the way, and then, yes. So the thing is, you train these people before, you know, you employ them into your, bring them into your, into your school.
We need to institute
drivers driving school.
And then, you know, when they come, they always look at you like, you know, because you pay them their salary. Sometimes, like, for example, sometimes my driver looks at me like, I have plenty money.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
I go broke.
They don't know.
Very well. Sometimes I'll have 0 naira in my account. I'm just managing.
30,000.
Because I have a car and I have a house, they just look at you like every time you always have money. You always have money. There was a time he said he wanted that I should send money for him to renew his driver's license. He just got up in the morning and said, "Ma, please send some money to me. I want to renew my driver's license." And I just paid him. And I was like, so I have money seated somewhere. You just order and then I'll just bring it up because you work for me. I'll just carry it, and give it to you. I said, I don't have it. I don't have that kind of money. If you think that, he was like, "Ma, how will you say you don't have that kind of money? You run this kind of business. You do this, you do that." I'm telling you. So at some point, they become entitled. They become entitled because they've already placed you somewhere and then you too.
Where you are not.
Where
please bring me down. Anywhere you place me,
exactly.
Bring me down.
So it's just a matter of
that he's even on drugs.
It's some of them, yes, a lot of them. So that's why you need to go through an agency so that they'll do a proper check.
And they should have a database where they, you know, we have information of criminals too.
I have prayer points that we wrap up. That God, show me my enemies.
Like
open my eyes and show me my enemies.
I did this prayer last month and God showed me.
Really?
I'm telling you.
Wow,
yes.
that's interesting. But thank you so much for your contribution so far. I like how we have touched on the different aspects. I just want to leave with this. Every action has its consequences.
Yep.
Every action has its reaction. Whatever you do, you will get it back. So if you resort to killing, you have no excuse. Whether they are maltreating you, they are not paying you well, you can take yourself out of that situation. You are not a tree. Move. If you don't like the situation, move. But if you resort to taking life, you must be punished. And I'm glad that the police has apprehended them. They are going to face the full wrath of the law. We also need to teach our young people. Entitlement is not something you should have in your head. Work for what you earn. And when it's time, the good Lord will reward your work. You don't have to be in a hurry. You don't have to compete with anybody. You don't know your madam's story or your Oga's story. Some people started from sleeping on the mat. They don't tell you, you are not aware. So stay in your own comfort. Do the best that you can do. And God will bless the works of your hands. That's all we can take on this topic. When we come back, we'll move on to another topic. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
This Sunday on The Big Issue.
Security remains one of the most important issues facing our nation. But opinions differ sharply on whether Nigeria is gaining ground or losing control in the fight against insecurity.
We are actually reacting.
Yeah.
We are actually reacting.
We are not reacting.
We are
Because,
reacting instead
for
of
example,
actually
now,
preventing. Because the truth is...
Assertive, no filters.
Just taking all of these steps, these security innovations, require a lot of time.
Okay, so you're saying that parents who are currently in Oyo State needs to just sit back and be waiting that the government are still working on it. We are talking about lives here. We are not talking about you waiting for the necessary measures to be taken. We need active responsibility.
I think if we start to look at things from that standpoint, understanding that before anything starts from the top and gets to the bottom, it takes time.
Just real issues, real opinions.
The victory will amount if that problem is translating to safety moving forward. It means that if anything is happening, it means that there are necessary measures that have already been put in place.
Here, the truth is tested.
Nobody can prove that all of these people are, converging at the top and making.
So you're trying to say that because let's say the kidnappers are becoming more sophisticated, we need to shift responsibility.
We are not shifting responsibility.
Let's take a practical example.
This is more
a practical example.
Be there, be informed, be part of the conversation. Don't miss The Big Issue this Sunday at 6 p.m.
You guys, This was the gist about Irasta and Rema now.
You day wine. It's all over my FYP, but me, I don't know, Sha. Cause fake blogs yakpa. And if you ask me, he's giving sauce.
Listen, I just checked the new TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel like right now, and they just dropped the update.
Are you for real?
No, no cap.
I've actually been noticing those guys. They're always on it 100. Like they always post the gist before anyone else. Me, I love them, oh, and that's on periods.
Like I just aligned with them like last week, and almost they've been dropping back to back.
Facts. I love how it's straight from the source. No cap, no fake news, just pure entertainment.
I low-key feel like an insider right now.
I know, right?
TVC be cooking.
Real talk. It's like Gist Express, premium gist on cruise mode. Always first, always next.
Clock it.
Clock it.
You know what, guys? I just joined.
Active.
Jess is right. All you're trying to say to you is, for your premium entertainment content, scan the QR code on your screen right now to join the TVC Entertainment WhatsApp channel.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity.
Yes, we can totally dance to the sound of your claps. Thanks for staying with us. For decades, education was seen as the surest path to success. Parents sacrificed everything to send their children to school, believing academic excellence would guarantee a brighter future. But is that belief fading? Rapper Ycee thinks so. According to him, Nigeria is no longer celebrating intelligence or academic excellence. He argues that young people are increasingly looking up to social media fame and overnight success instead of education, describing the trend as a shift from the notorious Yahoo culture to what he calls the Peller culture, where popularity, controversy, and internet clout seem to matter more than knowledge or qualifications. However, many disagree. They argue that young Nigerians are not rejecting education. They are simply responding to a system where graduates struggle to find jobs, while entertainers, influencers, and content creators make millions without university degrees. They insist the problem is not that education has lost its value, but that the country has failed to reward it. So has Nigeria truly stopped celebrating academic excellence? Are we raising a generation that values fame or fame over knowledge? Or has the harsh economic reality made young people believe that education is no longer the key to success? Ladies in the studio and the audience, what are your thoughts on this? Do you agree? Do you disagree? We're going to be coming to you a lot more because you are in that category. We have a lot of Gen Zs in the house today. And you, our viewers, can join the conversation and call us on 0201635 2013 or 09024163440. Or you can join us live on DSTV at channel 164 or tweet us at TVC Connect using the hashtag YourViewTBC. Also, not the Peller.
It was. I saw the interview. It was Olodo Rising.
Yes, Olodo Rising.
So he now used Peller as an example. Olodo Rising is Olodo. Its word as a word means not being smart.
Yeah.
So the rising of trending people who are not intellectually sound is popularizing and making those who are intellectually sound dumb themselves down.
Yes.
And we are also not rewarding what is important. So this is not a Nigerian problem, by the way, because I was watching a series in the US that was based in the US, and it was talking about the fact that this really smart master's student is dating a boy, and because the boy is trending, she chose to behave like she did not put it out there that she's She has finished her BSc. She's done with her master's, and she's like, see, when I was speaking English and doing, you could not send me. When I'm now doing makeup, because she was doing makeup, and then my boyfriend is now like this boy that does like car racing and all those crazy stuff. She's getting more clout. So she's using her money, saving it to do. She plans to do a PhD. She had even applied. You know, so the conversation the police was having with her was, why do you think this will not work? Fast forward to the interview I'm watching yesterday. I'm like, it's not here. It's global. There's an agenda to make many young people not use their head. Because if we use our head, we will be able to point out the things that these power block they are doing. The power block, they are doing a whole lot. They are increasing sicknesses and diseases through food, a lot of fertilizers. The drugs are poisoning people. Makeup is poisoning people. The economy is being run down and managed by a select few who keep getting rich while majority are struggling for what is left. If you have sense, would you not face those ones? But rather, they will pay peanuts on social media. I'm reminding my staff, I was saying that they monetize my page. My staff is so excited. I say, how much can they pay? Somebody owns the platform. No matter what they pay you on YouTube, somebody owns that platform.
All of us cannot own platform now.
No, somebody owns the platform though. And what is going on now is majority are looking at, I will do anything so I can get the money on the platform. I'm no longer creating. The level of creativity that we used to have 5 decades ago, even a decade ago, statistics is showing that it has gone down. People are not creating anymore. People have realized that all I need to do is shake bum, show breast, and I'm fine. And that is the real problem. So yes, you can face Peller or face any other person. We must tell ourselves the truth that the system does not want us to think. So we can choose to think, or we can choose to start calling out ourselves, which is what we're currently doing. So I know what Ycee is talking about. To be a rapper, you need to be smart, because you need to rhyme. You need to know English. If you don't know English, you cannot rhyme. You understand? You have to know the words. But now, you don't need to rhyme. You don't even need to. You don't need to We are blow.
But coming to think of it, we really don't even have so many rappers anymore, because it takes creative thinking to be able to write down those words. You need to know them. Exactly. So everybody's just moving to the very simple, just put the words together, put the beats together. Exactly. But let me hear the remaining ladies.
But for me, I am different actually, because I just see a boy, he's talented in a different way. All he just needs is a manager.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Peller.
He
needs a manager. He needs somebody, because he in his own sense, the way he thinks, he feels he's there. You understand? Because the way he thinks is that because I have money now, I am at the same level with every other person. What if we see this kind of person as, you know, a resource? Yes, he's making money, because the TikTok that is paying him, he's helping their platform as well. So they are paying him for doing that. So why don't we look at that and say, okay, this guy, this is him. How can we help him be better?
Who wants to do that for him?
Government, you recognize those kind of people, the youth, because the number of youths following him, there are so many of them.
I tried not to talk about the person of Peller intentionally.
Yes.
But as you have mentioned his name, let me just quickly say this before you continue. That what Peller has done, which is admirable, is ignore the fact that somebody will say he's Olodo and use what he has regardless. What now consciously happened is even smart ones have now removed their smartness and choose Olodo as their way,
so that they can make money.
Olodo rising.
So this is where we now come in. Okay, we see this kind of person making this kind of money. What does he need? He's obviously lacking in some areas. How do we now come in and help him in those areas where he will be
who is we now?
We now, the government.
What? So government,
the government. Let's recognize him.
Are that jobless? That
it is Peller. Is it? Do you call it joblessness?
So what does Peller have to offer?
Because he has a lot of followers.
What does he have to offer?
Wait, hold on. He has a lot of youths following him. What does he have to offer? He doesn't have anything to offer actually. But because if
he's entertaining.
Look, he's entertaining some people, and some people are his audience. Look, let me tell you, there's this guy, this popular guy. I don't know his name. He doesn't do anything. All he just does is pile up videos.
He doesn't even say what.
He doesn't say anything. He just pile up from one African country like that.
Yes.
They're celebrating him. They put him in all platforms, the whole country. They celebrate him. He doesn't do anything. All he just does is he'll just bring one video and just make his face. Just change his face. He's a multi-billionaire in dollars. Millionaire now. So what me I'm saying is let's direct that. Yes, in as much as we look at him like he's jobless and whatever it is that he's on his platform is not educated, but that is money coming in through another source.
Money anyhow. Hold on. Give me high five, please. I like how you have gone there. Let me help you. Mr. Bean, that we know today, is very intelligent. He was autistic. Very, very intelligent. But for him to create that level of fame and creativity, he dumped down himself. What does Mr. Bean do?
Nothing.
Like a fool. Is when you have a conversation with Mr. Bean that you know that, this person, but that was the entertainment that he chose. So is Peller really doing something wrong, so to speak? But let me hear.
We ask you, is Mr. Bean not a graduate?
So do you know he was a graduate when you were seeing him doing?
No, because that is a chosen field. Entertainment, we are into the entertainment industry too as well. Are we not all graduates on this table?
Yes,
so we are talking, yes, exactly. So if I can act a character, I've acted an illiterate house help before, but does it mean that I don't have a master's degree? We are looking at downplaying the educational sector. We are looking at downplaying the intelligence of our future generation. Now, we as parents, we have also failed. I would, in this lack of or downcline of educational system, I'm going to also blame the government, I'm going to blame the stakeholders, and I'm going to blame we as parents. Because many of you, there's this popular series now that everybody, you know the series now, I don't want to talk, that they will be in the house doing illicit things. Now we'll sit down as parents and our children our children will sit down and watch us watching those kind of things. I don't watch it, but a lot of people watch it. And do you know how much they made from text message alone? 17 million, if I'm not mistaken, from votes of you. Votes. Imagine. Now I will complain. University of Ilorin gave 10,000 naira to the best graduating mass communication students.
What they have?
Which one they have? Another university for another best graduating student, they gave him yam and live chicken. Now this is the set. Now we finish now.
Stew.
Excuse me. Then this is our own government. How much are they allocating to the educational sector, and how much are they allocating to entertainment business? So indirectly, why should I suffer and go to school, crack my brain? Candle. Back then we used to use candle and lantern. Now back then in our own generation days, we don't even have all these things, jerseys them having now of laptop and everything like that. We cracked our brain to get here. I deserve this seat. I know you deserve this seat. But some people in the entertainment industry, did they deserve that seat? Just because, okay, please, what is the impact? You want to go down that line? Anybody like come for me? What is the impact Peller is having for our future generation? So I want my son. So you want your child to sit down and be following Peller? Why is your daughter going to school?
You think they are not following?
Hold on. Hold on. So what is the point of sending your daughter to the university? What is the point? Before you clap, hold on. Before you clap, what is the essence of sending your daughter to the university? Peller did not go to the university. Your daughter can follow Peller and blow like Peller. She doesn't. You don't have to waste money for school fees.
That is why I'm saying that right now he needs help. In that sector where he was lacking.
What help?
Our children are lucky because
so government has not seen me to help finish that went to school. It is you they will not Peller they will not give that did not go to school. Then let all of us be doing everything negative in the country.
We are lucky. We are educated. We are educated and we'll be able
we are lucky.
But his parents may not.
Did you say lucky? I was not lucky. I worked hard to be where I am today. Don't use luck. I know how many times I suffered, how many times I went training, when I met you. Do you know when I started this broadcasting job? 2006.
Okay.
When my mates were going clubbing and everything like that, I was going to a radio station.
Yes.
I was undergoing different training. I was standing up.
And now,
good morning. Then you're not telling me that I was lucky.
Hold on.
Can I say something?
Please, can you apologize for saying that she was lucky?
She's not lucky. She won.
I'm lucky. I worked hard for where I am today.
Okay. Both of you, please listen to me. Okay, allow me to direct the show. You people have entertained us. You have entertained us like Peller enough. Congratulations. I'm just kidding. I'm just making light of the situation. But the question I want to ask is, whose responsibility is it to lift the educational system? Now, hear me out. People decide to go into entertainment probably because life, for some people, is what they want. For some people, is what they are naturally gifted in. For others, they feel like I can make people laugh. I don't have my parents were not rich enough to send me to any form of school. Maybe my head could not carry the traditional reading. You know, we have different levels of intelligence. And you not going to school does not mean you're not intelligent. Let's get it. And I would like most of you, we have Gen Zs here, go back and read Howard Gardner's theory on intelligence. There are different types of intelligence. So a Peller, for instance, you will not call him that is not intelligent. He has his different type of intelligence. And we must recognize that. This is the 21st century, right? Now, you may not have the traditional intelligence, and then there are no resources to send you to school. For instance, you will not say, let me go and be looking for a job. You don't have certificate to do a job. Thankfully, you're in a generation where you can put your ring light, do something funny, and then you blow. And that has happened to him. Do we blame him for finding his own path with the lemons that life had given to him?
Why I said I appreciate.
Who do we hold responsible for lifting education? Is it Peller's job to help your educational system? No. He's a single citizen who is living his life. What do you think the government can do to make sure that people who are in education also are recognized? Before I come to you, I would like to hear our young people here. We have Gen Zs in the house. Who's ready to go? Plenty. Pass her the mic, please. It's on. Just pass it. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for the opinion and takes. My name is Precious Kufariji, and I just want to say something. If we have Peller, we also have Edioluwa Adeoluwa.
Fantastic.
These are two different people. So I would not say Peller is not doing well because he has chosen his field. But we cannot negate the impact of education. If you want to go into the entertainment industry and ensure you are an intellect, and ensure you are making your platform useful, you know, able to pass knowledgeable information to people. Don't just make it dormant. We have Peller, we have Solomon Buchi. When you listen to these two people, you pick out something. No, I don't just want to go on TikTok, watch somebody just scribble gullible words, and I'm like, what is this? Are you lessening my IQ?
Amazing.
And I go to another, and I'm thinking words, and I'm seeing a lot of things, and I'm like, wow, I want to do better. I see Yoluwa, and I see him in the entertainment industry, but he's into his PhD, he has a master's. It's like,
thank you.
Thank you. Where are we at? As much as there's self-awareness, right? Know what you want to go into. Don't negate the fact of education. Still come up and say, yes, I'm this person, I'm an entertainer, but I'm also a graduate of University of Lagos. Let that pride be there.
I like that. Well done. Let's hear someone else. Well done.
Good morning, Mas.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Akwelebiolo Akemisola Rachel. So what I want to say about the government is the fact that about the award, they should always celebrate outstanding people and even tutorials. So I want to give a shout out to Adams Adebola from Adams College. Even after, thank you very much. Even after JAM, people read, it comes to the class to motivate us. Past students will come to say a lot of things to us. And after JAM, 300 and above, there is party for 300 and above that worked so hard. And there's always prizes, there are prizes for people that do very well, maybe the top 3 that score up 300 and above. Even after every month, there is always a mock exam that, okay, after this mock exam, they call you to the front of the class, and they present an award to you. And it's just more like your name will be on the face of, this person is actually a genius in this class and all of that. And you know what it means when you are coming out, people are celebrating you. And one thing I also want to say is where we find ourselves, our environment, because many a time we can't think out of our environment because, we feel this is how everyone here are behaving. But if we're in an environment where everyone is striving to be the best, there's always competition in Adams. You want to sleep by 2, you're like, my mates are reading. So I must burn candle, I must do a lot of things. Thank you.
Well done. Do we have another contribution? Yes, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. It's your show today. Enjoy.
Okay, so I think I have a slightly different opinion. Okay. I feel the citizens are buying into less knowledgeable things.
Bam.
When you come online, you see people they do the most random things, and you ask yourself, why is this video even viral? Like, there's nothing there. It could just be a plain video. And then, because there are people on TikTok that have very good content, singing, dancing. It doesn't need to be only intellect. Like, everybody doesn't need to be book smart, but people are smart in other ways. The problem is that we buy into content that doesn't have anything to offer. Like, things to everybody has seen it. That's the thing. Like, Peller is social media smart. He knows that if he comes online and he says the most rage-baiting, random thing, everybody's going
people talking.
He's going to give him views and he's going to get paid. He's looking for his money. And that, I can't blame him. Everybody wants money. Exactly. Yes. But I just feel like we as citizens need to actually start commending intelligence. Somebody who graduates, you'll be saying, if you reach, what are you going to use the certificate and do? Is it money? Is it this? Like, no, let us actually commend people that suffered to actually get there.
Amazing. So while you guys are thinking about it, let me come to Ramatu.
Okay, so for example, now I'll come from this angle. You have parents who are not educated. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have parents who are not educated, and then here is a child that comes from that kind of a home. How do you expect the child to see the value of education?
Thank you, Ramatu.
But now he's in that space. This is the time now. That's why you see some government. This is the time now. This is cash cow. He's bringing in money. It's money that you can tax. He's going to spend that money in your country. Now, these millions that he's bringing in, how do we now make it, in a better way that everybody will benefit from it? As much as I know what as much as I know that what he's putting out is not really, doesn't really make sense to us, but he has audience.
Yes.
So what do we need to do?
And who are the people watching what he's putting out? If it's not us.
So at the end of the day, what we need to do is, that's when you see the government come in and say, okay, you come, take scholarship, come and go to this school for free. Basically, I think that primary education and secondary education should be made compulsory. It should be compulsory so that you'll be able to communicate and all of that, because it's not everybody that went to school that will make it. Some of us, when we were in school, so I know of a lot of people who went to school, read architecture during our set. They all worked in bank, because as of that time, the banking sector and the communication
had more money.
Yes, they were the ones employing at that particular point in time. So at that time, those were the ones employing. So you can imagine people who read architecture, they read other courses, they all went to work in banks and the telecom. It's not because that was what they read. It was just that was what was available. But right now, the internet is what is available right now. Take your call.
I'm done with you. We have a caller on the line, Idowu from Ibadan.
Good morning.
Good morning, Idowu.
Good morning, all in the studio there.
Good morning.
Let me first of all commend you for those kids that you have in the studio. Listen to your situation and listen to people like them. There is still hope for this country. Because when you see people like, it's actually I'm watching this program with my wife. Is the one who called my attention, and I said, "Who is this Peller something?" And she said, "the TikTok to me." You see, the thing is that I keep asking, for how long will this sustain him compared to somebody like that young girl who is talking about her school, compared to somebody who scores the 300 in jam and goes on to make it first class? All these things in which all these young kids, this fella has gotten this, he has blown, and I don't know what his age is. Come and see him in 15 years' time and compare him to his mate who has gone to school. We are trying to play down going to school in this side of the world because of all these social media things. And it is not right. It is not proper. No nation grows on social media content alone. Yes, people have different talents, but people must be encouraged to read. And the fact that a parent does not go to school does not mean that he cannot send his child to school. Come to graduation sometimes and you see them mention the name and you see a lot of noise. And we usually joke that these are children who are sponsored by the community. So let's keep encouraging
in education. Thank you so much,
Idowu. Talent to do some other things.
Yes.
But read your book.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me tell you, if you are a hairdresser, and you will see a difference between a hairdresser that went to school and the one that did not.
Thank you so much, Idowu. Thank you. Now let me ask you, so that I can add it to what you wanted to say. I've looked around many countries that are doing really, really well. And I see that there's a difference in how they place emphasis on education, like we do. That's the truth. Nigeria is a country that the emphasis on education is like this. At the end of the day, we are not seeing the results from the sort of education we claim that we're having. So is our idea of education working for us as a country? Now, what do I mean by working for us? Education is supposed to help you to enhance living. What have we been able to enhance with our education? All over the world, we have the highest people who have their masters, the highest people who have their PhD, the highest people who are doctors, the highest people. What has it helped us build as a nation? How has it enhanced our living? Or are we just more focused on, let's just have the paper qualification and count it as we are people that are learned? Is our education paying us?
You answered
our
your
form
question.
of education.
You answered your
Let me take
question.
this call. I'm sorry,
Okay,
darling.
no problem.
This call, and I'll come back for you. I'll have a call on the line from Abuja. Good morning, Yaya.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. I think let me first of all appreciate this topic you brought online now. And first of all, let me appreciate your agents because I am free. I'm free by their contribution. I appreciate them so much.
They should say brains till they work.
Yes, this is what we call value for education. If those chaps are not educated, their brain cannot work the way they are working.
Yes.
It can never work the way they speak now. So now, let me come to this social media influencer, whatever they call themselves, and all of them now believe that you need to go to school. You can always make money even without going to school. But just like the last caller said, how long will this sustain him? I want all of you in this studio to believe in yourself that education is the key. The only problem we have is that the way our government, the way they run our institution is appalling. We are not happy. When you go to our institutions these days, let me tell you, what about the issue of, imagine that a child is going through the school and have to bribe a lecturer to pass a course.
Yeah.
At the end, what kind of graduate are you producing? You call for an interview in some institution, graduates will come up, ordinary simple question you pose to a so-called graduate to express him or herself becomes a problem. It's a challenge. We need to tell the government to do more. The government is not helping matter.
Okay.
Our institutions are poorly funded.
Thank you, Yaya.
Once you find corruption in our institution, what do you expect? Let me take you back, please. Let me round up by this. When you see some of those days, when politics just crept into Nigeria system, politicians, they recruit people, young graduates, not graduates, young people, they call them thugs. They are foot soldiers. And these thugs, they give them money. Suddenly you see somebody in your village who become a political dog, building houses, he becomes so influential that people follow him. But at the end of the day, let me tell you what becomes of them. These same thugs, they have a misunderstanding with the political godfather and they eliminated them and they are gone. But those guys who have certificate refuse to be a thug, and look at them, they are being fined today. Therefore,
thank you, Yaya.
Education is the key.
Thank you so much for that contribution. Forgive me. We have to take a short break. When I come back, I'm starting with you. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Think fast, play smart, win big. We Cash, the game show where every contestant gets the opportunity to win money. No long waits, no dull moments. Just quick questions, quick moves, and free cash. Every second counts, every answer pays, and everyone walks away a winner. Are you fast enough for quick cash? Scan the barcode on your screen and you just might get a chance to take your shot at instant fortune. Quick Cash, showing Mondays and Fridays on TVC Entertainment.
Every clash of ideas begin the same way. Differences
could be a disagreement.
Two voices, two views, standing apart.
Or an argument.
A battle to win, to prove, or to conquer.
Both are born from differences. One can open the door to respect.
Sound, are you ready?
And the other close it with fire.
two perspectives, but one big issue.
Are you good?
Yes, I'm good to go. So do we argue to fight or disagree to understand?
3, 2, 1, we are live.
This is the big...
Entertainment just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars, now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment.
TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV, channel 164.
TV Entertainment. Something for everyone.
Entertainment. Just found a new home. Your favorite shows, your biggest stars. Now closer than ever. TVC Entertainment. Now on DSTV channel 164. TVC Entertainment. Something for everyone.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's now why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it loud.
You've got me, your papa. Why you not gonna make Yanga?
Compound to a holla.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
This Sunday on The Big Issue.
Security remains one of the most important issues facing our nation. But opinions differ sharply on whether Nigeria is gaining ground or losing control in the fight against insecurity.
We're actually reacting.
Yeah.
We're actually reacting.
We are not reacting.
We are
Because,
reacting instead of
for example,
actually
now,
preventing. Because the truth is...
Assertive, no filters.
Just taking all of these steps, these security innovations, require a lot of time.
Okay, so you're saying that parents who are currently in Oyo State needs to just sit back and be waiting that the government
countries would sell themselves like this is India did it. Goal-oriented education. This is the education. We want to churn out engineers. We want to churn out medical personnel. And they groomed the education sector to produce this workforce. China did it, producing workforce. What we have done is we prioritize that we've gone to school. Nigerians with that education that refused, that couldn't thrive in this environment, go to structured environments
and thrive.
And they thrive there.
Yeah.
So obviously it is not the education that is our problem. Our education has not failed Nigeria. Okay. The system of Nigeria has failed the Nigerians with their education. So they will now go somewhere else where education is appreciated and they will thrive there. Now, to the second, what I wanted to say before. I love the contribution by our audience. I've said it to them on the break. I like the fact that content creation is not the problem. Internet is not the problem. It is the fact that we have educated content creators and the Olodo content creators. And we are encouraging Olodo content creators to the detriment of the educated ones. But there's a difference. Because when you listen to the educated, there are things that the educated ones will do that no matter what the Olodo is doing, there are platforms they will not get to. There are tables they will never invite them to. So you will see Enyoluwa traveling and is having conversation with the UN. because of his education. So there's still room for education. And then let's come to social media, because our children are being shaped by what they are observing.
Yes.
And countries that know what they want for their children's future, they've banned it.
Yes.
So the average, China has banned the use of phones for people under 16. Italy banned the use of phone. Netherlands banned the use of phone. France banned the use of phone. The UK and Australia, those ones too, they banned it in a form that you are not meant to be on social media, so that you are not being influenced by the Olodo rising. You are being influenced by the culture that is intentionally being created by the country. What is Nigeria doing?
We have not created that culture.
We have not directed our population. Nigeria has a median age in Nigeria. That is like about 50%. Median age is still below 15, 16, 17 majority. So if majority of our population is below 20, what do you want? What are our older politicians? What do they see as a vision for these hundreds of millions of people that are being born every day? What do you want them to become in future? You will create that goal. Then you will channel them and ensure they don't have any option. But right now, they are ignoring it. And so Olodo will continue to rise.
Amazing. I like that. Thank you. We are not goal-oriented yet as a nation. Until we do that, it's not just to be blaming individual people who are finding their way to survive and taking advantage of what the system has given them. Let me come to Moyo.
So, to buttress what Tokpa is saying, I also talk about the key players involved in this educational sector. And I would still say it, and I would still say, but our government is not helping. Like she said, they will leave from here. You will now see Nigerians over there becoming the best doctors over there. And, we are very smart and intelligent people. But at the end of the day, when they downplay what we suffer to get here, and meanwhile, they spend all the money on entertainment. But I'm not even surprised. Some people let me say some leaders in the government's parastatal or whatever, how many of them actually have certificates or qualified certificates? And they are ruling us, they are governing us, they are sitting down and making rules for you and I. Many of them probably even let my people go. Do you know how many times you say, oh, this one did not get certificate, oh, this one is, and they are in the House of Assembly or wherever they are. And at the end of the day, they basically just focus on entertainment. Now, Lekon, for example, when he won one reality show, they gave him 5 million ambassadorship. They gave him a house.
Was it the government that gave him a
Yes, the government of Odo State. Now, you will now get best so then they will be giving you 10,000 naira or 35,000 naira as the max. So please, why should I work harder? Now, they are now showing the society and the new generation, the upcoming generation, that hard work doesn't pay anymore. At the end of the day, how do we want to become a genius? How do we want to become people like Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, and co that built the light or built a telephone? The so-called internet that you're talking about, somebody built it. Yes. We have not seen. Only to be shaking whatever we want to be shaking on internet. I don't understand.
Thank you, Moyo. So for me, before I come to the audience as we wrap up this conversation, I feel there's a deliberate attempt to dumb down poor people's children. Deliberate attempt. And that's why anybody who is watching, you know that you are, by God's grace, you are poor now. You will reach tomorrow, Abi. Let's believe that. But where you are in life now, you are still struggling with poverty somewhat. There's a deliberate attempt by powers that be to dumb you down so that you will not see. You mentioned this when we started. You will not see what is going on. You will not be able to come back and take over as a leader. So you, on your own, has to ask yourself, before the government wakes up to start having a vision, like Tokwe has said, what am I here for? What is my purpose? What am I meant to achieve? Am I just going to be scrolling down and watching people and laughing foolishly? I'm going to go within, study my book, go within, ask myself, what has God given to me? Let me use it to bless myself, bless my family, and bless the world. It is on you. You will not blame anybody. But let's come to you, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have anything you want to add to this conversation? Yes, please. The Alaja on. Where's the microphone, please? Okay, finish, and then we hand over to the Alaja.
The educational sector has just been undermined to only books. Starting with primary school and even secondary school. It should not just be only basic science or basic technology. We can imbibe training maybe on soft skill and training that would open the minds of young people. Those are the things I experienced when I was in my primary school. Because once these people graduate, the only thing they have in their head is what they have studied. How do they use this thing? How do they carry out their practical creativity? And that's why when they go for their interview, they might not be able to answer all these because they've not not gotten these skills. So the educational sector should not just be book only. Soft skills should be taught and every other.
Amazing. Can we pass the mic to her, please? She's been waiting. Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Ajayi Aminat Adejoke. So I'm going to buttress on our points because what I want to talk about is the skill. I feel like in Nigeria, education is no more valuable. But we can make it valuable if you have the skills. We need to accompany the education with the right skills because outside there now, there are a lot of graduates that they graduated from universities with a beautiful course, but they don't have their skills. So my own point is you need to build your education with that skills. When you have both, you can actually get there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Amazing. Do we have somebody else? I'll take one more. There's a lady in front. Yes. She hasn't spoken today. You wanted to speak? I'll come back to you.
Okay, hello. My name is Momo Rashidat. So what I want to just say is the government isn't really helping also. The government really isn't rewarding people for what's for going to school and graduating and everything. Which is my sister as an example. My sister is a professor. She worked in a university. I'm not going to call the name. They paid her peanuts. She had to, everybody wants to go to school and travel abroad now. So she went abroad and they pay her thousands of euros. Thousands. And now she's making her money, and that's like basically what everybody's trying. So everybody wants to go to school and go and
have a better life.
Country.
Go to another country.
Their life and another country, not theirs anymore, because the government doesn't value them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They are larger there. That's all I can take from the audience.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My name is Olodo Rashida Kweyemi. So basically, I want to talk about these channels of social media in fact. All right, so this is the thing. The TikTok, to be precise. I don't know how they go about it, but governments need to influence this platform too. In terms of visibility, some people have visibility online, but they are still struggling to get real life opportunities. Like they mentioned Peller. You can't sit where some people would sit. Yes, that is it. But at the same time, it's like, let's create a channel for we too. We need the visibility online. Imagine posting a video. I don't know how you rate it, the hashtags. I don't know how it works.
The
but you just have
algorithm
less
handles
view,
that.
100 and something views. Well, you just, maybe Peller sneezed in his page and you just see massive views.
It's people like you that watch this
So I
thing.
don't just like it when we just blame government for everything. Within ourselves too.
Yes.
Let's encourage each other.
I like that. Thank you so much for that. So we are the ones who are patronizing the likes of Peller and the other people. We are the ones scrolling. We are the ones liking. We are the ones sitting down, and we are the ones laughing. If they don't have a market, they will not sell. Abi? So ask yourself, you people here, how many of you are following him? I'm following them. The people that do all those. You will not raise your hand because of live television. But I like
are you not supposed to raise your hand to
I like how we have posted down on this conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a very interesting one, and maybe because it's like a Gen Z kind of topic, you guys are feeling it. You're feeling it. Thank you. And to my beautiful ladies, thank you so much for contributing. As beautifully, Moyo nearly, did something on the table this morning. We bless you. Thank you for joining us, and we had so much fun. So I'm leaving with this. We as a country need to decide what we want for the future of our children. We as the citizens need to decide what we want for our children. The children themselves, if I don't train you, train yourself, okay?
Exactly.
The children themselves need to decide what they want for themselves. And once we have those values intact, we'll find our way somehow. That's all we can take on the show today. We'll see you again tomorrow for Your View Pidgin. Bye-bye now.